exactly sure how many of you knew my name before coming here. But now you know, and that's a start. That is really a start. So I will start off saying that I am not the coolest guy of this batch. So if you're looking for one, I'm not the one. There are plenty of guys sitting here who are cooler. Way cooler than me. But then, yeah. But then what matters is, it is seldom good to have a squad full of cool members. I will bite the bullet and say everyone except me. So, and that is probably one reason why I am here. Because when you have a squad full of cool people, you want someone to fall back on. I like to think myself I like to think of myself as a person whom you can rely upon, who can be the calming influence on the squad. And that is one quality that I would like to bring to board. Because when you have so many people working in an organization, there is a great diversity in ideas in the nature of people. So you need someone to help everyone reach a common denominator. So that is one thing that I would like to achieve if I am selected as the Vice President. Secondly, I am not coming with a preset of ideas. I am not claiming I am going to achieve this or I am going to organize this particular event. My sole motivation of applying to the post of Vice President is that if there is anything that the vast majority of the Indian contingent wants achieved, I feel that I can find a way of doing it. And I am not saying that I will be the one who comes up with an idea, but probably I will know someone who has an idea. And I can use my friends, my colleagues, the board members to reach to that person who has an idea and bring it forward so that we can implement it. So the bottom line is, I am not claiming anything, but I think I can help achieve a great deal.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the board for carrying out their responsibilities, duties, and also arranging activities for all of us for the past 1 year. They have given everything, their diligence, their hard work to this organization. Now that it is time to change the reins, I wish to come forward and vouch myself for handling this responsibility and being the new face of Rangoli as a Vice President. When I first thought of Rangoli, it was like, okay, when I am going away from my home, away from my parents, it is going to be the one with which I will be interacting, and there is someone to help me out and to get a solution to my queries. So I wish to represent Rangoli for the next year and be the same as they were for me for the next incoming future batch. Two things I would like to say today is that along with the activities and the event that Rangoli has organized for us, I wish to increase the collaboration with not only organizations but increase the networking with individuals who are working in prestigious organizations, so that we can have many information sessions or guidance sessions to for the students who are going to come for this fall semester. So that there were difficulties that we did face, how to prepare for an interview, or it's like, okay, this is about. I mean, my personal experience was that I had an interview call from Deloitte, so I approached Rahul for the guidance thing. So like that, I mean, we can increase the collaboration, get guidance from the people, and help the future generation back. And I mean, I want to collaborate with. The second point is that I want to collaborate with the different organizations over here to, arrange events and hold activities which will not only help us know their culture, but they can also know our culture. We do not want to portray to them that we are just from a land of slumdog millionaires, but we are from a land which has rich cultural heritage and values and virtues. So, to sum it up all, I want to just not be the man behind the scenes, but I want to lead in the front, take people together and achieve what Rangoli has achieved till now for the past 13 years. That's all.
So, like everyone has mentioned that it's not like Vicepresident and everyone works for and everyone has the same work. So I just wanted to ask like the problem we faced was like during the airport pickups and all that stuff. So most of the members are busy, internships and all that stuff. So I just want your point of view. How do you get that at that time? I mean, in summer, and you yourself will be busy with the internship or you might be going to
The one thing that I can think of is like we can contact our friends who are over here to at least ask them a favor to get people from the airport and arrange transport for them. So that is one thing that we can do when we are not over here. We can use our networking skills to ask people to do the work for us. It's not a command, but just a request.
I will pitch in saying that it is about how many options you can create for people to come in. Personally, I came to my apartment on my own. I wasn't picked up, not because of it was anybody else's fault, it was my fault because I did not update the Google document that you all had. I did it late. So, but then there was a post posted on Rangoli which said that this is the way, if you are stranded on the airport, this is the way that you can get to your apartment. So, if you can provide information to people, the incoming batch is going to be good enough and independent enough to use that information so that they can take care of the business. Your responsibility is to do whatever you can do. But if something goes beyond that, you just give whatever information you have so that it can be used and they can take care of themselves.
So from your point of view, it's better that they, I mean, picking up from the airport is not a...
No. I said you are supposed to do whatever is in your power. If I can arrange airport pickup, I will certainly do it. If I can gather a lot of people who can go out every day, and if there are enough number of people who are ready to pick up the incoming batch from the airport, it should certainly be done. But if for some reason it is not possible, it is our duty to also give out information to people so that they can take care of themselves. That's all I'm saying. Because that was of use to me.
That's a good point, but I just want to know, in some situations, like if you have to go the extra mile, will you do it, or will you be like, I mean, I just want to give information and let it go?
No, that is completely beyond my point. I am saying that I am going to go beyond my reach and try to help people as much as possible. But if in case there is a situation wherein it cannot be done, it is your duty to also give information so that they can do it themselves.
Because when I had come from India, I was banking entirely on Viren to pick me up. The first place I saw outside the airport was Viren, and I was like, okay, now I am safe.
Is that the
Get me the shoes.
Okay, I have a question. So, I guess probably both of you also involved in some kind of party, BJP, Congress, I don't know what. So, if your party is elected, in the case of it's a business, but so say, you know the president very well, you've got an opposing idea, so the president says that, okay, we should organize some kind of an event. You say that no, we shouldn't organize another cultural event, we should have an event that's related to sports or something. So how are you going to solve that conflict? Like, since he's a very good friend of yours, or like if there's someone like marketing, the Secretary of Marketing Affairs or whatever. So how are you going to resolve those conflicts?
Firstly, that I would like to clarify here is that there are no parties here. It has been built up too much. But If you consider Abhijit and Neerav are from the same batch during their undergrad, so they are very good.
We are friends from last 6 years.
Yeah, okay. Each one of us here is friends with everyone else. I am friends with Nirmal too. So, if there is a problem that arises, whether the problem can arise within the same party too, because we are just as good friends with people from my party.
That's why the question was, one thing, just let me clarify that. So the other person is a really good friend of yours.
Yeah.
Now, you want to put in your idea and you can't make, kind of certain walkthrough. So how are you going to solve that situation? You know the person very well. So are you just going to keep quiet, or like, are you going to tell the person what you're doing is like totally wrong? Like, don't do this.
You cannot have an extreme opinion.
I wish to put in over here is like, okay, I'll ask him why he wants a sports event, what benefit is going to do to the board, I mean the Rangoli organization, as well as how is it going to entertain people, or how is it going to increase collaboration or get other people to come into the organization and get to know each other. So if his idea is good, I'll definitely put up my point and I'll tell him that this is what I am thinking. But if I feel that his idea is better, I'll definitely go with it.
So basically the idea is you write down the pros and cons of both the ideas and you just weigh them against each other. There is bound to be one better way to do it. That is all right.
Last question, so you could just elaborate a little on your profile batch for me.
Yeah, I'll explain that. We had a meeting, me and a few of my friends had a meeting with you, and he said that the general consensus in our batch is that our juniors are docile. And now there are two ways of explaining this. Either that my batch is docile, or there is just too much happening in my batch. So I take the second part, and that comment came out because yesterday there was a great deal of activity on Facebook for some reason. So I just wanted to say that if need arises, we can be as active as anyone else.
Ayush, I really liked your point about how you didn't have any preset, but I'm sure you thought a great deal before contesting for the position, and I wanted to know if there's any challenge you anticipate facing in the year ahead, and what is it? What is your biggest challenge in the year ahead if elected?
Biggest challenge will be there is a reason why I did not contest for the president post and vice president post, because I know my limitations. I know that I cannot be the face of an organization, but I can certainly be the support system for someone who is the face of the organization. So, given the kind of role that I have set for myself, the biggest challenge for me will be to be able to get ideas on a table and draw a common denominator, as I said. Because I am talking of myself as someone who wants to be the support system and want others to rely on him. So my idea is that I am just supposed to help the team reach a particular decision. And the greatest challenge that I will face probably is creating a sense of consent in the group.
Because I'm just curious, like, it's a very cliched question as to why people don't stand, like, why they stand for vice president and not president. The qualities I think that you need to be the face of a group is someone who's confident, someone who's a clear thinker, and someone who can speak well.
Yeah.
Talking, like, when I see that in you, I think you have these qualities. So why did you contest the president position? What do you see that the face of the group needs besides this, and that you think you don't possess?
One thing is probably spontaneity. I see myself as lacking spontaneity. I am someone who has a practical approach and who needs time to think things out. And the president has to be very active. The president has to be able to take decisions on his footsteps, which in my case I am not sure if I will be able to do or not. Probably I will be, but unless I am sure, I cannot apply for the post of this.
So there's just a follow-up question on this. There could be a time, for example, Grain managed to pick up all on his own, and I guess probably that was the most difficult part, because at that time most of the board members weren't here. It was just Viren and like one or two other members over here. So in those cases, when you are actually going to be acting as a president, as a cultural, social, everything, so how are you going to manage it at that time if you say that you probably find it difficult like taking decisions on the spot or something? Or if the president isn't there for any other event, he needs to like go somewhere and you will be the face of the...
See, obviously when picking students up is going to be a planned affair. It is not something that you are going to do on the spot. Because you will have to plan it days before to be able to do it well. And though I may be put in a situation where I have to act on my own, that is probably the day when I will be able to challenge my abilities, and it remains to be seen whether I come up to it or not. But that does not also rule out the fact that my friend, though not here, will still be able to guide me in some way or the other. Right?
So, Abhijit, the question now. So you mentioned you liked all the events that the current board organized, but if you had to pick one event that you feel personally could be improved upon, which event would it be, and what were the things that you would suggest to improve that event?
Special party for Sunday. Because the time was given at 6 till 7 almost, no one was there at the wedding.
Okay.
And even I felt that out of the 8 or 9 board members sitting over here, it was only 3 or 4 people working over there. So over there, I wish that if many people could have been there. I mean, all the people are along with not only the board members, other members who also have been there. So it would have helped us to manage so much. I mean, and basically the other thing that was discussed was about the funds being collected from the freshers as well. So that I would like to change that in this case, in this year's freshers.
Start off with the parents. And okay, so I just want to clarify the thing about the board members not being there. So there are a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. For example, like getting the deserts and stuff like that, or getting the music system. So that's the reason probably why you didn't see the board members. And it wasn't just the board members. There was a team of another at least 10 people who were helping us out. So there were a lot of people who were working towards that. Like, everyone pitches in. It's just that probably you don't see them right in front, but a lot of things happen behind the scenes.
No, that's the point to apologize, because if you have a group of people who are working behind the scenes, you should also have a group of people who are on the scene to take care of the situation.
I guess the thing was that you guys didn't turn up out there, like, fine, there should have been people from the other, like, senior batch also out there, but I don't think there was any kind of thing. Probably like we are only having a feedback session after this. Once the new board comes, this time we've changed it a little so that the new board also like gets an idea about what things can be approved on rather than just the old board listening. So we can get these things up out there and we'll clarify.
Okay. Anyone have any questions? Good job.